What's up everybody, I am Jasprit Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. As a financially literate person, your job should be to create enough passive income. This way you can live your life the way you want without having to physically go to a job. This way you can start enjoying your life while you're still young and juicy instead of waiting until you're old enough to retire. I told you how my #1 favorite way to create passive income is by investing in real estate. But many of you have asked, does real estate truly give you passive income? I mean, if your tenant eats some nasty Indian food and they end up clogging your toilet, someone's gonna have to fix that. Jasprit, this isn't very passive. Here's how real estate investing works. Everybody needs a place to live. Businesses need office space and stores need retail space. Instead of being the person that has to pay to use this real estate, you can be the investor and buy this real estate and then rent it out to somebody else who uses this real estate and then pay you with rent. So for example, you can go out and buy a small home, and instead of you physically living there, you would rent the small home out to a family, and this family would pay you rent every single month for living in your home. It's hard for many people to think of real estate investing as a passive investment because when you own a house and you lease it to someone else, there's work and maintenance required with it. But there's a hard way and a smart way of being a real estate investor. And to show you what I mean, I'm going to give you two different stories. I was 19 when I bought my first real estate investment property, and I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I bought a small property out of foreclosure, and I read in real estate books that if you hire a property manager, then they will handle all the work and you get to just sit back and watch the checks roll in. So that's what I did. A property management company's job is to handle all the day-to-day work of owning real estate investment property A to Z, and then they get paid a percentage of rental income, and they usually charge somewhere between 4 to 10% of your gross rents. This way, if you don't get paid, either do they. Well, I don't know what I was doing, so the only thing I looked for in my property management company was their price. I mean, how different can property management companies really be? All you gotta do is collect rent and fix a broken light fixture once in a while. It can't be that hard. And so, my property management company sucked. So long story short, we put in a very bad tenant into my property, and my property management company didn't even sign a lease with this tenant. And then these tenants would call up my property managers every single day asking for concessions and gifts and just free things all the time. And then my property managers would call me every single day asking what I want to do. That's not very passive. Listen, I am running late to my chemistry class, so can I call you later, Mr. Manager? And then this manager got so tired of dealing with this tenant that they told the tenant to start calling me, the owner, directly. So now I'm in class all day long, and every day on my phone I see I'm getting calls from my tenants, and I have to talk to them for anywhere between 30 minutes to 2 hours a day, listening to what they have to say. And then I was the one coordinating with my contractor to do work. I was scheduling appointments, I was having to write checks to my contractor, and I had to approve the work. So as you can see, this is not passive at all. But that was my first deal, and I didn't have a mentor, and I didn't know anybody investing in real estate, so I had to figure it out myself. Now, if we fast forward a dozen or so deals, here's how it went for one of my properties. I got a notification from my real estate network that there is a property for sale in a great neighborhood at a below market value price. So I went and checked it out, and I thought the property was solid, so I put an offer on the property that same day. After some negotiating, my offer got approved, and then over the next 2 weeks, I sent my property inspector out there to make sure that the property's in good shape, and then I got 3 different contractor bids to see what it would cost me to do the renovations. Scheduling these 4 appointments took me maybe 15 or 20 minutes because all I had to do was text my contractors and tell them where to go, and they knew what to do. The day after closing, which is when we purchased the property, our contractor started work to begin renovations. And the best part is that my property manager was put in charge to review the work because they knew what we wanted to get done, and so I didn't have to constantly make trips back and forth to the property. My property manager made sure the work was done correctly, and they reported to me. Once the property was rent ready, my property manager came in, they marketed the property for lease, and they had a tenant move in like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know the tenant's name, I don't know what they do. All I know is that they pay on time. If there's a small issue, like if the toilet breaks, I don't even hear about it. I just see it on my monthly reports. In the beginning, I knew I was doing something wrong. I just didn't know what yet. Like, I heard about those big real estate investors that own thousands and thousands of units, but there's no way they could be on the phone with thousands of tenants every single day. So I had to figure out what I was doing wrong. In other words, I had to learn to be an investor instead of a manager. Most of my work now, besides looking for more investment properties, is just reviewing monthly reports that my property manager sends me. But the only way I've been able to do this is because I put in the work to build systems and build people in my real estate team. Yeah, there's still some occasional work required, but it's minimal and I can do it on my own schedule from anywhere in the world. But in order to make real estate investing a truly passive investment, you have to put in the work in the front end to make it work. So take that for what it's worth. And if you want to learn more about money management and how you can get started with investing, I have an ebook on money management and investing that you can read for free when you sign up for a money and finance newsletter. And you can do that by clicking the link up here or by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so we can help spread the word. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below. That way you actually find out when the new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.